Welcome everybody, and we're continuing into chapter 6. I hope everybody's doing well and healthy. Make sure you're getting all the homework assignments done. We will have a quiz this week. More information is to come, and again, if you check Power School, all the details are on there. So basically what the assignment on this is just looking at what's the area of a triangle. And in 6.1 and 6.2, there's just two different setups here. This one you're going to use side angles, side type triangles. And again, the lowercase letters are a huge difference than the uppercase letters, so definitely take note on this. And then the the formulas here, they're all the same. Just you always multiply the sides and then you always multiply by whatever the angle is. So just make sure you keep everything organized. When you get to Heron's formula, it's side of the square root of the whole thing, s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c. Now, what is the s value? The s value is the formula that's given here. So it's almost like a two-step part of a formula. You got to do the second part and then do the first part. All right, let's go ahead and start looking at the first problem here. Slide this over. So the first problem that I have open with my math lab is looking at this problem. So which one am I going to use here? And I'm going to use, since I have an angle, I'm going to use the half of a times c sine of b. Now, if I set this up correctly, it's going to be half of a, which is 19, times 43 times sine of 41 degrees. And again, make sure your calculator is in degree mode. If it's not, you'll definitely get the wrong answer, so just be careful with that. Let me go ahead and type this in. So 0.5 times 19 times 43 times sine of 41. Let me just make sure I'm in degree mode. Yes, I am in degree mode, as you can see in that fourth line there. Hit enter. Now, the thing you got to be careful when you're entering answers on this is that read the blueprint. It tells you like if it wants one decimal, no decimals, whole numbers. It does want a whole number here, so 268 should be the answer. And as I check the answer, yes, it is. Very easy problem. Very easy problems to set up. All right, let me look at the next part here. Let me get that in and get that. Okay, now I'm going to move over to the next problem. Let's look at problem 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are just going to be the other types of triangles. Now, if you notice what they give you side. So when they give you side, you have to use the Heron's formula. Just be careful because it is a two-part formula. You have to kind of write out. All right, so the first part we have to find is s. And the way that we find s, we take half of a plus b plus c. And whenever I type this in, let me go ahead and write this out. It'll be 16 plus 13 plus 8. Let me go ahead and type this in here. So 16 plus 13 plus 8. Now, I know I'm going to have to take half of it. And since this one does give me a fraction, the best thing to do here is just keep it as 1/2 and then 37 right there. All right, so taking a look at that, basically that's my s value. Now let me slide this over because now I have to do the second part. And again, I would just go ahead and keep this as 37 over 2. Let's go and look at the problem, see how many decimal places they do want. Round to the nearest integer as needed. You could write this as, I'm trying to think, 37, 18.5. And it would probably work out the same, however you feel comfortable. All right, so as I slide this over, let's go ahead and finish this up. And the rest of Heron's formula is the square root of, and this is kind of lengthy now. Again, let your calculator do all the work. S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. And now I just have to kind of finish up the work here. So it's going to be the square root. It's going to get kind of lengthy here. 37 over 2. Oops, let me get rid of that. I know what my S value is, so I don't need to include that in there. Just a sec here. I know what my S value is, so I don't know I need to include that. So let me get rid of that. Now let me go ahead and put that in there. So 37 over 2 minus A, which is 16. 37 over 2 minus B, which is 13. and 37 over 2 minus c, which is 8. This is a little bit lengthier to type in. I'm going to go ahead and just use my own personal calculator to type this in. Just again, make sure you take the square root of the whole thing as well. So what is that? Minus 16, minus 13, minus 8. And I got 51.6. Since it does say go to the nearest integer, which is just like a whole number, I'm going to round that up to 52, check my answer, and then there's my solution. All right, if you have any questions or concerns on this problem, definitely say something. It's very short and simple. Again, we have a quiz coming up. The quiz is going to open up on Tuesday and then close on Friday at midnight. So make sure you get everything done. Thank you.